think that it's mainly shifted my perspective of leadership in terms of really redefining it for me, in that it's really more about self-management, about relationships, and really cultivating those relationships in a way that is more, I would say, more thoughtful and less power and hierarchy oriented. So yeah, very much so. It's shifted it into more of a social awareness perspective, self-awareness perspective for me. So that's the main thing. It was interesting when I first started the program, what a huge relief I felt just because of some of the things that were going on in my own organization. Meeting so many people who were like-minded, and it was a already established network of folks that were able to really support you in this process of leadership and learning about how to effectively motivate and learn about the ins and outs of interpersonal dynamics related to leadership. So a few things. One would be really doing a good self-check-in of knowing what gear you're in when you're working in organizations. I feel like as a social worker, we're in a very high-stress environment, so I've really learned more about myself in this process than anything else. I thought that I would be getting a lot of tangible skills, and although there is a lot of theory related to it, it's very practical oriented in how to really approach interpersonal dynamics, and also how to handle and deal with stress, so how to motivate people. Really expect to have to look at yourself and really hold the mirror to yourself. If you're not willing to do that, you might not be ready for this program, because you're really going to have to be able to take an honest inventory of what your strengths are, but also what your challenges are, and be willing to take criticism. I would also say that it can be a huge growth experience and give you a lot of really great tools if you're willing to do that. I've heard it been described as a professional spa treatment, and it really is. Even though when you go to these sessions and these workshops and you connect with these folks, it does feel like work, and it is work, and it's very hard work because you're really looking at yourself, but it's different than the work you're doing every day in your organizations. So I would definitely let people know that as well. I would also say that it offers a great opportunity for networking and establishing a real solid support system of folks within the nonprofit community that can support you, provide opportunities for leadership and service and just connection. Because for me, they split you up into groups, and one of the groups that I was in, we meet for breakfast, we meet for coffee, we call each other, and we when we have issues that we're dealing with, we talk about it, and it's been a very valuable experience for me. So I would highly recommend this to anyone. I actually came into a staff meeting one day with my executive director and said that I think that every person in this organization needs to take this year-long leadership, and we need to have one person in it from our staff per year, just because it's so valuable for folks. So yeah.